Hello, welcome to the stream. And so today I'm going to update my blood surge just for the witch power for now, because there are so many things that I still need to figure out in terms of like the best combination. I think Paragon board and skill would still be the same, and then after blood search I'm gonna move on with the minions so that they will be ready. Also probably I'm gonna skip minions. I'm gonna go ahead with basically the Paragon board, and all of the skill are almost the same, with just a little bit of adjustment. I'm more leaning towards to updating the planner, and then especially for the Army of the Dead. All right. So okay, let's start with the blood search, and again hope everyone is having a wonderful day. And so hopefully I still have so tomorrow I'm very excited for the campfire chat, and looking forward for what is the latest update for the season, for the patch 2.1. all right, so yesterday, so this one, Phantom String, okay, and then I think I'm going to remove the speed farming build, delete variant. Yeah, probably I'm gonna delete this one, delete variant. And so we're just gonna keep this the end game, and then so we'll start with the occult gems. Overpower Eldritch, which the witching hour, so this is correct. And then 10% primary stat maximum. I think that's the so far somehow when we search the Eldritch here, it is not properly searching the Eldritch. It's only searching the Eldritch word inside the text of the gem. So like Eldritch, yeah, especially on the witch powers. If we search Eldritch, it will not search the Eldritch, the gem that has an Eldritch tag. It only searched the Eldritch word on the witch power effect. Anyway, so I believe this is the best one. And with regards to this friend of the bog, 10% primary stat, 10% life, and you are always unhindered. So since unhindered, this refers to being unstoppable. So if that is the case, so if I'm going to drop the metamorphosis, and take note, this one we don't need the blood moon breaches, so we're now using a legendary pants here, or an ancestral pants. But on the boots, if this friend of the bog makes us unstoppable, then most likely this will be exploiter for those unstoppable, especially when we are pushing the pit. So while enemies are unstoppable, you deal 40% increased damage to them, up to 40%. So this is good. And then for the weapon, of course we're going to use the Doombringer here. Blood-based aspect of the great feast, sacrificial. I'm thinking if I know I need the cooldown here because of probably if you have the unmaker. Because the problem here is the soul rift. Soul rift. So 18% increased damage while healthy. Okay, that's good. Hitting enemies with blood skills has a 30% chance to fortify you. Nope. So now at maximum rank, you absorb. I believe there is a bonus, right? Okay, there it is. Every 30 souls consumed refills one of your healing potions and the lifeblood of your tortured victims. With the lifeblood of your tortured victims. Okay. Okay. Every 30 souls. Every 30 souls. Okay. Doesn't have that much impact anyway. For every 8 seconds run in dealing 91% damage per second. And then did they change this one? This one. Every soul absorbed increases your damage by 0.5 up to 75%. This is huge additional multiplier for the Supreme Soul Rift. This is good. Okay, Soul Rift. Okay, so let's start with the Phantom String. So this is these are now okay. So this one requires 3 Eldritch, and then this one requires Hex, and then this one requires Growth and Decay. So we have 1 Eldritch here for the Purging Touch. So now with the Witching Hour, now we will deal, our core skill will deal, especially at rank 10, we will deal 39.9 increased damage to all monsters. And then Eldritch, I think this one, Hex of Flames, can I unequip? Soul Harvest, let's replace, put them together here, Hex of Flames. So now we have 1, 2, 3 Eldritch power, and then this is Hex. Okay. Oh, not Hex of Flames. Give me a second. Give me a second. I think this is not what I planned. I think I need the Fire Bat because I'm not doing Lucky Hit, because that Hex of Flames requires Lucky Hit. You have a 60% chance to apply Hex, so we don't want that. We can get another Hex. Give me a second. So we need, for this one, for the Friend of the Bog to activate, we need 3 Growth and Decay. So we have 3 more space here, 3 more slots. So Growth and Decay, each time, I believe this one for an additional maximum life or additional survivability, or there's another one. There is another one. Now that we cannot pull the enemies, we can get the help from the frog. At rank 5, Poison Frog attacks will pull enemies. Okay. Now we need the Hex. So Eldritch doesn't have a Hex. because we're not very effective on lucky hit. We need a constant hex. Hex of shattering, psyche, shaken soul. Damage from psych and growth decay effects. Apply vulnerable. Nope. Hex. So there's only one hex for each. And we need either the Eldritch, the Hex of Whispers. Oh, this one. Dealing damage to enemy effects. Okay, here it is. Okay, so we have one hex, and then we have another. So we have now 2 growth and decay. So we need one more. I think. What is the best ideal decay augmentation when your damage over time grow? Soul Harvest. It's still okay. Soul Harvest does not lose duration so long as enemies are nearby. Whenever you use a skill with a cooldown, increasing your primary stat by 3% per monster for 15 seconds. So what does it mean by does not lose duration? So does it stack? Like, does it keep on stacking? Increasing your primary stat by 3% per month or per monster. So if you're dealing with boss, you're only getting 3%. But it doesn't lose duration. Okay. Is that it? Any good growth and decay? Decay. I mean, this one is okay. Witchcraft effects. Deal 39% of the damage dealt over 5 seconds. When your damage over time effects exceed. Now this is the thing. Does this decay augmentation, so your witchcraft effects, so this is the Eldritch, so we're using Eldritch and growth and decay. So if we apply overpowered damage, so that is the core skill will become a witchcraft effect, so that damage will become a witchcraft effect. It says here 39% of the damage dealt the witchcraft effect will deal 39% of the damage dealt over 5 seconds. So meaning that 39% of the damage will be applied as a damage over time for 5 seconds. So the 39%, if I'm not mistaken, will be divided into 5. So 39 divided by 5, approximately 7.9 something per second. And then when our damage over time effects exceeded 85% of the target's total life, they immediately die. So this effect is the same as this one, the Horror Decrepify. When enemies afflicted by Decrepify and then they are below 10% life, they are instantly killed, except the bosses. Okay, I think this is good. And then I would say we will still copy this what is our end game? Oh, sorry, the mythic gear. Basically, air perdition, and then air perdition, and then ring of the starless skies, of course. Then Doombringer, and then here is no longer blood moon breaches. Banish Lord Talisman. Where's the end game? And then let's copy this gear and skills to our I think everything is good now. Is there anything that I have missed? Dust stone. I mean, this is okay. Supposedly this was okay. Imagine that you have, say, 3 auras and then 1 hex. The fifth Witchpower slot will be the lost power area of aura of specialization. This one increases the size and then the potency of, oh sorry, it's just the size, and then it increase critical strike damage when they are inside of the aura effects. So now, speaking of aura, anyway, I'll just go with that later. I want to finish this one first. So end game, I think we're ready. We're gonna copy this to our mythic gear and then copy. So we go again to the mythic season 7. Where is the, is it because this is variant? Oh. Where is my, anyway, I think that is, I mean, that is fine considering we are still on this inside the build, inside the planner. So mythic, so we're gonna change this back to air perdition. I think the one that retained, probably it's still kind of probably the web designer are still working on this one, I guess. Then this one is the Doombringer. Then Bloodbait, same, Great Feast, and then it still kept the occult gems. Cursora, Exploiter aspect. Okay, did I miss anything? Skill tree, I think skill tree remains the same. Fortified, yep. Lucky hit. No, I think this is not the one. I'm on the game now. Let's go back. Let's check. Just to ensure that because I think I didn't get the necrotic fortitude. Oh, I did. Okay. Oh, only one. Okay, okay. Okay, let me fix my where's the game? Let's go back with the planner and then let me switch in the game capture. Okay, and then let me activate first the move transition. Okay, let's do this. So gaming, okay, so this one, so I used this one, then these two. So The reason why I didn't use the hemorrhage, because the hemorrhage, if you're going to use it as, for example, if you're starting to play the build and this is your means to get that additional essence, to get your resource back, this might still, because this is a blood skill, this might still, when your Ratmas Vigor is in full stack, that you are ready to overpower, this hemorrhage may steal the overpower damage, and you will not deal a strong overpower damage because this is not powerful as your core skill. Okay, same. I took this. Then let's grab here. So Titan's Fall. So I took the spike armor. Oh, I didn't took this. Okay, this and this. So I only took one Grim Harvest, and then I placed 3 spike armor to increase my armor. Okay. I feel like I will not need the spike armor. I think so, especially with the additional armor from the occult gems. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, 3, 3, 3, all 3 here, and then this 2 right here, same here, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Of course, Necrotic Fortitude. Then here, this, and this. The reason why I have one here, basically, it's only one. Technically, until now, I haven't completed the seasonal, sorry, not the seasonal, the map. How can I open that? View details. The Nahantu region. So this one, see, I'm still close. I haven't explored side dungeon, tenets of Akarat. I haven't got this side quest. I haven't completed any side quest. Stronghold. So anyway, it's not a big deal. Anyway, so okay, going back, I think this is now the same as what I have on the game. Okay, again, copy. Let's copy this to the mythic gear. Okay, then Paragon board. Final checking of the Paragon board. Oops, Paragon board, please. Let's check the starting board. I didn't have this. But I have this one and this one. No more this. Okay. Okay, then Bloodbath. Seems fine. Everything is in order. Go up. Everything here, here. Okay, I have 2 here in case you are now at 270. I even have one here. This one. Dexterity. Everything here. Okay, down up to the frailty. So we should be going up here. So this is the one on the planner. This one. See this one? It misses this one. I don't know, somehow. So there is a willpower here. This one. That's why it looks like, oh, why you didn't go up here? Because there is a willpower node here that you can still grab for the dominate glyph. Then you go up here. This one. This one anyway. Then Flesh Eater on the last board. So I went up here. Okay, then going up here and here. Okay. All right. All right. That's it. So let me close now the game for a while. Game capture, turn off. Okay. So I think seems like everything is, so if you have the one, probably we can just, maybe it's better to put it here, and then I don't think we still need the necrotic fortitude because of the if we can always keep the barrier from the soul rift, so it's better to have this so that we can generate more essence also. You know what, I think that I didn't realize that I should have just invested it here so that you can gain essence every time you consume corpse, especially when you are dealing with Andariel. Okay. All right. So save. End game. Okay. End game. Paragon. Copy. Mythic gear. Copy. Mercenaries. Everything's good. Still the same. Book of the Dead still remains the same, and then Blood Surge Drain, yep, imperfectly balanced, that's correct. Life, everything is life. All right. Give me a second. Let me go back to my character for a while. Stats. What do I have here? Resource cost, but that is not the ring that I was wearing before. Critical strike chance. If I don't have the critical strike chance, same thing with here. Say this one. How much is my total crit chance now? 56, and I still have crit chance somewhere. Where am I getting the crit chance? Crit chance 33.3. Where am I getting this? On my Paragon board? Of course, I have the 12% on my skill tree, the Inspiring Leader. But on the Paragon board, do I have crit chance? Just want to check. Critical strike. No, it's not critical strikes. From the minions? Maybe. So if we switch, did we lose all? 14.3. So I believe this is coming from the 12% from the Inspiring Leader. And I don't know where am I still getting the 2.3, probably from the dexterity here. Increases critical strike chance by 9.3. Oh. So I have 9.3 here. Then I still have the plus 12 from the Inspiring Leader. $14.3. It didn't add up? Well, you are healthy. I'm healthy. So 14.3, it didn't change. Yeah. Okay, so the minions gave 16%. Okay. So the critical strike chance that I'm getting here, the reason why I'm checking the critical strike chance because I'm trying to already prepping how to build the blood spear. I'm thinking, can I just instead of critical strike chance, I can go with intelligence, life, and or life, attack speed, and critical strike damage. Anyway, okay, let's go back. My build, Golem. I'm going to make a copy. And then this is copy. This will be the army of the dead. The army of the dead. Okay. I build army of the dead. Okay, you're there. Okay. Okay. Army of the dead. Army of the dead. Okay, I'm gonna focus first on the elite build end game. Anyway, I'm going to update this Curse Aura, Hardened Bones, Fell Gluttony. End game. See this one, early game and end game have a slot. Somehow on my Blood Surge it doesn't have. Anyway, give me a second. The end game has a fully updated one. Probably I'm going to keep this one. Skill tree. Supposedly this is not the end game. This is supposedly the for with mythic. Okay. Okay, for now let's plan for. So what is the best item here? So there is one, the Voice of the Stars. This is the voice. Okay. While you have an aura active, your ultimate skill with each grimoire tag. Oh, what do you mean by grimoire tag? While you have an aura active, your ultimate skill gain each. Give me a second. Your ultimate skills gain each grimoire tag. While you have an aura active, your ultimate skill gain each grimoire tag and deal 10% more. What do you mean by each grimoire tag? So they will gain a grimoire tag. While you have an aura. When you have an aura active, your ultimate skill gain each grimoire tag. So this one will gain a grimoire. Oh, speaking of skill tree, let's Hued Flesh. I don't know if I can still use the supernatural blight. 100% still this one. Grim Harvest, maybe not. This one I need, this one, and then I still need the Lucky Hit Chance. That's correct. This one, all those mastery in. Still the same. Corpse Tendrils, vulnerable. We don't have any other source of vulnerable. Probably on the Hex. What we need is probably Paragon Board. Do we have the Blood Begets Blood? Frailty? No. So we don't have the Blood Begets Blood. So we don't need the blood. So probably this one is okay. Or maybe we don't need the vulnerable if we have any other source of vulnerable, or maybe we just need this. Okay, we'll keep that for now, and then of course we need the fortification, and then we don't need this, so we need the Army of the Dead now. So at rank 5, Army of the Dead's damage is increased by 80% of your Skeletal Mage and damage and Golem bonuses. Is this the final one? I know this is 125. Did they reduce it already? I believe I never... Though I can't remember whether on the PTR it was only 80% because initially this one was 125. I don't know if they have already reduced it because I feel like the 125% is already dealing a lot of damage already. But anyway, so we don't need this. Well, you control at least 7 minions, gain summoning damage. We can bring our minions for sure. Okay, this one. And then sacrificing, I think that's fine. Golem, that's fine. Finality, that's fine. And then Kalan's Edict. Kalan's Edict. Your minions gain 3% attack speed and deal 3% increased damage for each active minion. This is I'm thinking about this one. Which one is better? To use the Kalan's Edict if you are really maximizing the damage through the Army of the Dead. Your minions gain attack speed. We can invest on the attack speed on our affix on our items. We don't need really the damage from the minions. With regards to the damage reduction and then summoning damage, I'm still thinking about this one. Your minions increase damage for 20% attack speed bonus and have up to a maximum of 100% attack speed bonus. Up to a maximum 100% attack speed bonus. Maybe this is still okay. Plus we can add one more skeletal mage here. Paragon nodes deal. I'll gain 218%. I think this is fine. Okay. So again, skill tree. Because I'm thinking whether would it be better if we are going to use we're gonna summon our mages, the shadow mages, so that they are going to be the one who will deal the shadow damage, and then if we're going to use the shadow blight, we can also add the blighted aspect. Or maybe we don't need that. We're just gonna focus on this one. So this is going to be like a hybrid. But the Reapers, we're not letting. We're choosing the. Speaking of Reapers, the skeletons, we're not using this one but this one to reduce the cooldown of our ultimate. And then our mages, Shadow Bolt, apply vulnerable, gain essence. Cold mages apply vulnerable. Or this one, we gain an increased damage. And then we're gonna sacrifice the golem to give us increased critical strike damage. Back to skill tree. What we need now is the Breath of the Coven to give us a 40%. So this one is now 64. 64. Does the 64 already adds the 15% from the precision decay? No. So if I do the math, 64. So it came from 50%. The 50% I'm referring to is 8. Okay, so it is basically 64. Is that correct? Let's go back with our character. Whoa! 94%? Huh? How come? How come? 73. So basic is 73. No, I don't think so. 60? Oh, basic is 64. So 5%, 64, so that's 6.4, right? So 6.4, so that's 70 point something. Huh? Oh, sorry. Oh, that is silly. 5%, so that is 10%. So 64, 5%, so that is, of course, 3.2. 3.2, so that is 67. Yep, and then another one, so that's 70. Yep, and then 73. Alright, so 73. And then 73. Where did I... Give me a second. Where did I get my lucky hit? Oh, this one. Ah. This one gave a 25.2. So 25.2. So 22.5. Give me a second. So 64. 22, so that's 12.8. 12.8, 3.2 divided by 2, so that's 1.6. 1.6 plus 12.8, so that's 14.4. 14.4, 73%. So that is 87. That is correct. So where are we still getting the another lucky chance? From this one. So another 10, so that's another 6. Then but if we're going to use the 200 weapon, it will only go to 88. But so it doesn't change when you add a rank. Therefore, let's go back to the planner. Okay, now I got it. So we are sitting at 88%. Am I correct? Okay, we're sitting at 88%. If we're not going to use a offhand, that will give us another 10%. So, with that said, 88%, we're almost close to 100%. So let's go back. Lucky hit. Breath of the Coven. To be honest, this one is already enough. This one is already enough. Well, you have blah blah blah. You have Eldritch Psych and Growth and Decay, and you have 14.9 for 10 seconds, attacking once, stacking once per unique effect. So you only get 14% attack speed. Okay, okay. If I'm going to use one Breath of the Coven, okay. And I'm not going to use the growth, unless maybe it's still okay. But if I need the critical strike chance also for the summoning, only minions will not go going to benefit here. Okay, okay, okay. Then again, I still need the Ring of Menden. Great Feast, Grasping Veins. So we need to invest on critical strike damage. Give me a second. Do I still need the Grasping Veins? Or maybe a Great Feast? Unless you have a huge Great Feast. Because there is two aspect that is important that we need to equip. Holy crap. Of course, I will not be able to use the sacrificial because I'm only sacrificing one minion. And I still need the minion unless I have the Harlequin Crest. The only thing here is which I still haven't tested, given that the Army of the Dead, if the Army of the Dead is 100%, can we sacrifice all of our minions so that we can take advantage of those critical strike chance and then this multiplier right here, and then I can use the sacrificial aspect here, and then here would be the two important aspect, which is the aphogic. This one, and then instead of Great Feast, I'll be using the other one is the Decisive Resolution, which gives our ultimate skill an additional, again, 30% plus a 4 additional ultimate skill ranks. And that will increase the damage of our ultimate skill further. And that is an additional 12. Plus it reduces the cooldown. It will reduce the cooldown even further because of that an additional ranks. And then if we are going to wear the Harlequin Crest, 20% cooldown reduction, and then 4 ranks to all skill again. That will again increase the skill of the ultimate and reducing its cooldown. I think Harlequin Crest here is better. The fact that it has an additional 20% damage reduction, because we are still gonna be a bit fragile, I would say, because we're not using the Soul Rift anymore. We don't have any means of barrier. We do have, considering we have a high lucky hit chance, so that we can proc this one, the Necrotic Fortitude. Defense, utility. Do we have Fortitude now? I believe we do. We don't? Fortitude. No? Nothing. Okay. Where's my character? It's already sleeping on the game. Let me teleport him on another town. Okay. Okay. Aura of Lament. This is, I believe this is what I have prepared already. Let me see. Voice of the Stars. Well, you have an aura active. Your ultimate skill gain each grimoire tag. I'm still intrigued with this grimoire. What is that grimoire? Maybe here? Oh, oops. Grim. What is this grimoire tag? Is this a wrong text or... Anyway. Pointed Finger, your summons deal 15% more direct damage to Hex elites. So summons refers to the Army of the Dead too. This is now a summoning. This is now summon. Okay. We don't need the Reapers to produce corpse because the Army of the Dead is efficient already on producing corpse. So we're not using the Golem also. So we're gonna use the tendrils here. Unequip. So I guess from time to time we can cast the Blight and then we can stand in the pool of the Blight so that we can gain an additional 20% multiplier. So let's place the usual. This is where the Army of the Dead, probably tendrils here. Oops, tendrils here and then Blight here. So I have an extra slot on the fourth. This one. Anyway. Ring of Menden, of course, we're not really utilizing the explosion of the physical, but we're after to the minion attacks, the intelligence and those masteries on the mages and the golem and the warriors. Basically, the minions are fueling the damage of the Army of the Dead. Oh, there's one more. I don't know if we still need the grasping veins. This one. Whoopee. $110. While Army of the Dead is active, gain summoning damage and your minions take 90% reduced damage, and this one will also increase the damage of the Army of the Dead itself. And since we're doing hybrid, our minions will also deal damage on their own, especially the mages. Okay. So now let's fix the Voice of the Stars. Then for each aura and hexes, we gain 2.5 increased damage. Your summons deal 15% direct damage to hex elites. Give me a second. I think this one, I would go with the Moonlight. Let me see where is the Moonlight. Yeah, this one. The reason why I'm using this one, we can rank the unique Witchpower up to rank 5. So at rank 5, we can get an additional 3 times 5, so 15% damage reduction. And again, we are fragile without the barrier from the soul rift, so this will give an additional damage mitigation during tougher fights. Considering that the army of the dead is really dealing enough damage, so all we need now is to keep our necromancer alive as much as possible. And I've seen the damage of the army of the dead. This one is dealing around 18 billion damage. 18 billion damage during the 125% multiplier. So it was reduced by around how much it got reduced. So 80 divided by 125. So it reduced by 36%. So 36%. So 0.64 times 18 billion, 11 billion damage. It's going to deal it will deal a lot of damage. So this one is just an additional I think nothing. Phantom, pointed finger. I already have pointed finger. Yep. Voice of the Stars, Moonlight Ward. Because the what was that again? The Dust Stone. We need auras and hexes. Now here we need the Breath of the Coven. This is now an important, considering that we can get this. 40%, so 6.4 times 4, so that's 24. 25.6. 25.6 plus 9, around 35 plus 34, so we are now 99 by equipping this. $99. I think during the early stage of the build, probably we need to find attack speed. The one thing that I need to... How much time do I have? Let's go back to the game for a while, and then I want to test something. Let's go to Kyobashad. Now, the blood wave during my test on the PTR, the blood wave speed scales with the attack speed. The frequency of the blood wave synchronizes with your attack speed. Now, the question here: does the attack speed of the volatile skeletons also synchronizes with our attack speed? I mean, their frequency, the frequency of the volatile skeleton to appear on the ground. So I need weapon. Okay. So no speed. Speed is a crappy 12.5. Oh shoot, Great Feast. So you need the weapon? Okay, I'll give you a weapon, sir. Oh no, not Ratma. Not Ratma yet. This one. One. Okay. 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 That's taking so long. $15, $14. Okay. Now let's equip all of the gear. Especially, where is that Ratmas chosen? Okay. So that I will get more speed. Okay, more speed. And then what I need is to overpower first. Ready? Are they faster? I can't see. Are they faster? Okay, last one. Do they look faster though? Let me just equip this one so that it will reduce the cooldown further. Attack speed 12.5. It's the same. Even the frequency. It's the same. Okay. Okay. So speed. As much as I like the lucky hit here, the attack speed here is irrelevant now. It doesn't give any benefit on the army of the dead. On the minions, yes. But I'm more after with the lucky hit though. Lucky hit. I'm thinking now here. Ring 2, ring 2. Attack speed, critical strike damage. Golem cooldown. We don't need the golem anyway. We're gonna fix that. Anyway, okay. Let's go back. Let's finish this. Breath of the Coven. I think I'm done with the. Let me check. Prepping for my Army of the Dead. I just changed the title of my stream now. Okay. Hex of Flames. Well, Aura is active. This one, Hex. Unique. So we have unique. We can use the cycle to give us a healing effect, or we can use the Piranhado. It will help on pulling the enemies. We can now take advantage of, if we're not going to use the Breath of the Coven here, but this one is important though, the luck hit. But without the 40%, does the lucky hit like 70%? Is it already enough? That is the only question. Anyway, How about we need some utility here? Lucky hit. Is there any lucky hit? Well, you have 3 or more psych. Okay, okay. We need psych. Gain 30% control duration and 20% lucky hit chance. But the problem here is the psych. The psych. Okay, let's say I'm going to use that psych to take that advantage of the 20% lucky hit chance, rather than I'm going to go after this and then okay, I need aura and 3 psych. I need psych here, vengeful spirit. I'm gonna explain later why psych here, because if I'm going to use the aura of specialization here, this one will give a multiplier damage. Okay, a multiplier to the critical strike damage. Now we need aura and a hex, and we need 3 psych. We have 1, so we need 2 more. We can get a hex from the psych. This one, the shattering. Damage done by your witchcraft effects afflicts enemies with the hex of shattering, giving them to deal reduced damage. This is also good. So now we are getting an additional like 20% damage reduction. So now we have another means of defensive layer. Considering that we cannot generate barriers, hopefully, you know, even though we're not generating that much barrier, with regards to barrier, we can grab maybe instead of maybe we could go the Q rune. The Q rune that gives barrier. I don't know if we will have enough crit chance. I believe we will be lacking with crit chance. We can drop the and then we can go with the Q just in case. 300 offering, and then hopefully we need the Nagu here. Okay, let's complete this one. Aura of specialization. We have the psych here, 2 psychs, 1 more to go. We can get another aura. Aura psych, misfortune. Enemies near you, you have a 30% chance for their attacks to be interrupted. Does not work on bosses. Aura of misfortune increases your movement speed and slows enemies. Movement speed. Okay, we have 1 aura. Where is another aura? Oh, I have this one. Equip. Okay, Aura of Lament. Oh, shoot. Primary resource. Well, considering that we're not using the Great Feast anymore, right? I think if we're going to use the Great Feast, if we don't have the Grandfather, we're gonna drop the Unyielding Commander here, and then probably Great Feast or the Grasping Veins. Blood Getters. Hardened Bones. I don't know if I still need the Blood Getters here though. Maybe Blood Getters to empower us, so that's another multiplier damage. Cold Dominion. Because I'm losing the ability to autocast the curse through the curse aura. Okay. Aura of siphoning. This one is okay because of that each time that the siphoning is dealing damage, so we're getting maximum life. So with the aura of specialization, so we're getting that 50% increase critical strike damage. Okay. Aura. Well, you have an active aura. Pull pull nearby enemies, but every 8 seconds. Okay. Again, there is not too much impact in terms of like DPS, utility. The important thing here is the occult gems. They are the one that will really give a more beneficial effects in terms of utilities and damage, or for an additional survivability. Because in this case, I'm just using this the aura of specialization. I'm just taking advantage. Basically I just need one aura. Technically, I just need one aura, and then I'm using this one just to take advantage of the psych. So I need 3 psychs, which is this one. I'm good. I need 1 hex because of nothing. Nothing. I don't need the psych. I mean, I don't need the hex. I just need this 1 hex from the shattering to get that additional 20% reduced damage from the enemies, and then I have 3 psychs, which is going to proc this one because of the lucky hit, because I need that lucky hit. So 73, 15% from the skill tree. So that will be, I'll be sitting at 73, and that 20% from that what's the name of that stone spiral coin. The spiral coin will give me, am I correct? Well, you have 3 or more psych, so we gain 20% lucky hit chance. So that will give us an additional 12.8 on top of the 73. So now we are at 85%. We're still close. 12.8. 88. Oh, sorry. 85. 85. So 85. So basically, I need a total of 20% of 40%. 40%. And this one will become 100% lucky hit. Well, I can get it from here, 1 lucky hit here, and then 1 lucky hit here on the affix. Then I'm good to go. Is this correct now? Am I missing important thing here? Let's barrier. Well, you have 3 or more growth decay. You generate 30% more barrier and 30% more fortify. Your agility, incarnate, corpse, heart of anima. Your non-unique psych gain 25% potency. 25% potency on our, well, only this one. And then this one, potency. Is it referring also to the reduced damage, but it will only add 2%? Hungering Void, killing Wind. Defensive Macabre, nope. Oh, speaking of, oh, give me a second. Moonlight Ward, Phantom String, Pointed Finger, Raging Enigma, Spiral Coin. Growth in Decay powers gain 35% potency. Is there any ultimate here by any chance? Ultimate. Okay, only the grow. Fortification. Poison Frog. Pulls enemies. Growth and Decay. So technically, these are the for me, this is the ideal gem that I need to equip for this Army of the Dead. Moonlight Ward, damage reduction when we have unique, and then 3 or more psych for that lucky hit chance. Now, basically I don't need the resource here. Is there any aura that I can use? I think this one is also an aura, isn't it? Can't remember. I believe this is also an aura, this Abyssal Resonance, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe I'm wrong. Because why there is no aura for Eldritch? I believe this is an aura. Because if this is an aura, then I can replace this one, the Aura of Lament, because I don't have any benefit from this one. I can use this one, the Aura of the Abyssal Resonance. Or maybe this is not an aura. So all of these are aura except this one. This is Hex. Psych, Psych, and then Aura Specialization. The size of the aura effects increases by 79%. Okay. This one, do I still need the Occult Dominion? Maybe not, because I can still use this one. Where are you? What the name of that boots? The Flicker Step. Hey. Attacks reduce evade's cooldown, movement speed. The only silly thing here is the lightning resistance. And then it has a damage reduction again to close enemies and the ultimate damage. And I believe the ultimate damage here up to 300%. And I remember I have a GA of this one. I have a GA of this one at 450% damage. This is huge. And then every time that we evade, we reduce the ultimate cooldown by 4 seconds at maximum, up to 10 seconds. And take note, when we cast the Army of the Dead, we can evade. We can evade. Evade. Why am I not evading? So we can evade. We can evade even though multiple enemies. Where is the flicker step? Flicker, flicker, flicker. Where's that flicker step? Uh-huh. One more. Boom. Reset. Casting. Evade. Evade. So the volatile skeletons are not proccing the attack. So I don't know on the next season it is different now, because the one that reduces the evade through the attack is the Decrepify. 4, 3, 2, attack. So all we need to do now is to keep casting. Does the attack does the attacks so the minions is not considered as attack. Even the raised skeleton. The only thing that attacks, because Decrepify has a no damage. But somehow this one 2.5, see, it reduced. Okay. So Decrepify, or maybe if I'm going to use the Blight. Okay. If we are keep on evading, maybe we can use the Sem rune on the on our rune words. Anyway, okay, let's go back. Okay, flicker step. Okay. Cool down. So this is important compared to the occult dominion. I know we are losing 2 minions, especially the reapers, to reduce the cooldown, but with the help of the flicker step, we can reduce further the cooldown of the ultimate. I think this is now the for me the ultimate setup for the Army of the Dead. I'm just gonna polish the skill tree and the Paragon board on it's just Wednesday today, so tomorrow, yeah, probably depending on the update on the 2.1 patch. So probably maybe I need to make some update and changes on the planner that I have made. So let's go with the Blight. So end game, no more early speed farm thing. Delete variant. Delete variant. End game, mythic, listen. Okay. Cursora, Embalmer. Blighted aspect. Do I need the Embalmer still? Why don't I get the get our Blight Necro? And then we will be using that 100%. The important occult gem there is the Vulture Talon for the increased damage over time. Speed.
I wish Feyera could see this place.
Okay, I still have the Embalmer, Exploiter, Sacrificial, Hardened Bones, Metamorphosis, Blighted, Great Feast, the Damn, Ebon Piercer. Okay. Okay, still the same aspect of the Embalmer. Okay, let's start with Friend of the Bug. This is fine. I think I need the Witching Hour here. Yep. And then Vulture Talon, so we need an Aura. And then Moonlight, each rank, damage reduction. I think this is also good because we need that damage reduction for survivability. What else? What else? What else? Considering that our Paragon board, where is the Wither board? Nice! 2000 intelligence, maximum intelligence for the Wither node. This is nice. That is nice. So we need, again, oh shoot, Eldritch. Okay, we need to do Morb. What is the Eldritch that I have used with, I think the Fire Bat. And then, well, now we can use the Hex of Flames. Oh, but we're not using Hex anymore. Just 3 Eldritch, an Aura, and a Unique. Okay. So all I need now is just one. Oh shoot. If I'm going to use the Witching Hour. Oh, of course, it's here. Purging Touch. Nice. All set. 3 Eldritch power. Nice, nice. I don't need the killing the Wicked Pack for that additional potency. We should be okay. Now we need an Aura. Hex. Hex specialization. Increase the critical strike chance against enemies afflicted by your Hex enemies. Oh, hold on a second here. Hex specialization. Oh, give me a second. What time is it? I think I still have time. Let me go back with the minion. The Army of the Dead. Early game. Um, it needs psych. We have 3 psych. Good. Unique and aura. Aura, psych. Well, what did I found out a while ago? The hex specialization. Hex effects. This one will increase the potency of the hex. And then 10% increase the critical strike chance by 10% against enemies affected by your hex effects. This one. Damage done by your witchcraft effects, which is this one. Or this one. And yeah, that's it. So we have damage. We have witchcraft effects, damage inflicting, the vengeful spirit, this one, and then that's it. These two, and then this one will proc the reduced damage, and then this one will increase the potency of the hex effects by 29%. So this will add an additional maybe 5 point something percent. Still okay? Rather than the lament, right? It has no use. And then we're not really going after with the aura effects, but more on the critical strike damage. All right, that is good. Healed. Okay, going back, Eldritch, and we need 1 aura. 1 aura. Well, now this is good, the aura of lament, because okay, it says here we gain 3 resource per each second. If the initial enemy dies, aura of lament pass into another enemy. Only 1 enemy may be afflicted at a time. May occur only every 30 seconds. Only 1 enemy may be afflicted, and this will only happen every 30 seconds. And then every time we kill an enemy, the lament will transfer to an enemy. When you first strike an enemy, it is afflicted by an aura of lament that slows and other enemies by 70%, and then for each enemy inside the aura of lament, you gain 3 primary resource each second. This is like the soul rift. We have growth and decay, eldritch power. Now we can use the breath of the coven here. For more attack speed. And then lucky hit. Lost power. Huh? Hex specialization. Yep. What else are the lost power? The aura of specialization. This one, okay. But we're not doing critical strike damage. So we have Eldritch. This is core skill. Core skill. Your next core skill you cast gain the Eldritch tag. This is the thing. the next core skill tag you cast gain an Eldritch tag. So the question here is this going to be effective because the Blight is shadow damage over time? When you cast the Blight, the first impact, that impact of damage over time will scale based on this one. I would say so. Deals damage and leaves behind a defiled area. What I fear here is, does the impact of that 39.9 damage is the impact, and then after spawning that defiled area, which is the blighted area, which is the damage over time, will it not get the benefit of that multiplier? Because upon impact, then the Eldritch tag will disappear until the next following second. This is now intriguing. I have Psych. Then Growth and Decay. Do we have any good Growth and Decay? Soul Harvest. Could be. Hex of Shattering. Hex of Shattering is Psych. I have already Psych. I need Growth and Decay. Siphoning deals damage or heal. Well, for now I can use this one. Anything else? Decay Augmentation. When your damage over time affects, you see the target's life. Oh, this one is okay. What else? Hex of Whispers. Dealing damage to an enemy afflicts them with the Hex of Whispers that deals shadow damage. The next damage is dealt. Afterwards, Hex will jump another enemy, maximum 6 times. Not really. Oh, this one is good, as it pulls the enemies towards pulls enemies, not just a single enemy. It pulls enemies towards itself and taunts. Does it pulls multiple enemies? Damage from Psych and growth effects will also apply vulnerable. Okay. Gain barrier. I think this one, the decay augmentation. Your witchcraft effects. If we are now getting the Eldritch tag, now we get the witchcraft effects. And then when your damage over time effects, which is your blight, which gains an Eldritch tag, then it will so basically when the health of the monsters drop to 15%, then they immediately die, which is good. I'm only intrigued about how this Eldritch or the witching hour is going to because the question here is, does the blight will get that multiplier or the concentrated blight? And take note, you have those again shadow blight projectiles coming from the Ebon Piercer, and I believe those are not counted as Eldritch, because they are an additional blight projectiles from the Ebon Piercer. The blight, the main blight, is the one dealing the damage. So if we're doing multiple projectiles, the question there is, does the Eldritch this is now interesting, because our damage here is a damage over time. If just in case it doesn't work, what is the ideal that we can replace? I think it will be this one, the Friend of the Bug. I think only the Friend of the Bug. If we're doing the Friend of the Bug, decay. Well, you have 3 or more growth and decay generate a barrier. Okay, so the decay is more on defensive, and then psych is the utility. The Eldritch is more on the offensive side. Your non-unique growth and decay Witchpower gain 35% potency. If there is a purging, is there a similar with that purging purging touch? Increase damage is increased. No. Lost power. Nothing. Nothing. Potency. Nothing. Okay. Damage reduction. Maximum resistances. I'm still thinking whether which one, just in case this one is not going to work. I feel like this is not going to work efficiently with the Blight, because the upon casting, the next core skill gains an Eldritch tag upon casting. So I would say upon casting, then the Eldritch tags disappear until you cast another one. However, again, upon impact, the Eldritch effect increased damage against head rotten or to all monsters at rank 10. The only thing here is so say you cast the Blight, then the Eldritch tags is disappear. Then upon impact, the 56% is the one that will get that multiplier. However, after another second, then it gains an Eldritch tag, and you still have that blighted pool that deals damage over time on the ground. Does it already apply damage to the enemy? That is the question that I need to find out, probably during the season, because otherwise, I don't know which one that I can still use. The only thing here is the Friend of the Bug. but it requires the growth and decay. I mean, it's okay. I can just grab those growth and decay. Not a problem. Psych, I have a growth and decay here. And still the Eldritch. I can keep the Eldritch power there. Breath of the Coven, Lost Power, Growth and Decay, Psyche. And then I need Growth and Decay here more. Two more to replace the Fire Bat and this one. If it doesn't work. Alright, that's it for me today. I'm gonna continue this on tomorrow. I thought it was Thursday today. I was going to say I'm going to stream on Saturday. So tomorrow I'm just gonna continue on what is next. I have the Blight already. I have the Blood Surge. I have the Army of the Dead. I think tomorrow I'm gonna start trying to find what is the best combination for this the Blood Spear. But probably before, should I go with the Blood Spear already? Yeah, I believe I'm gonna go with the Blood Spear tomorrow, and then on Saturday I'm gonna further polish all of the builds. So I'm gonna start again with the Blood Surge, going down with the Army of the Dead. I feel like the minions, the pure minion build, will be outperformed by the Army of the Dead, or maybe not. Maybe it's still gonna be behind with the Army of the Dead if we're going to use the minions. It's because the Army of the Dead, in terms of AoE damage, they are dealing AoE explosion of those volatile skeletons. With regards to the range, if you're doing Helltide or especially the Infernal Hordes, the Army of the Dead is spawning, the volatile skeletons are spawning where the monsters are. So you can just keep on evading, casting the Army of the Dead, keep on evading using the Flicker Step to reduce the cooldown of your ultimate skill, and then that's it. I feel like I can use the Blood Mist, and I can evade. Can I evade, or do I need evade from the Blood Mist? Do I need that aspect to evade during Blood Mist? That's it? No, there is another one. The creeping? Huh? Aspects? Necromancer? The creeping? This one. Oh, it's a mobility. Evade cooldown. You can now evade during Blood Mist. Okay, never mind. So we cannot evade during Blood Mist without this. Oh, why do I have the ads again? Blight. So no, I cannot use, if I'm wearing the Flicker Step, I cannot use that Creeping Mist. I thought it was a utility aspect. Probably tomorrow, so that I will not be I feel like my what I have already prepared for now is already needs some kind of a polishing on this part. I have already finished Blood Surge, Army of the Dead, and then the this Blight. So probably I'm gonna polish them even further, and then before I proceed with the Blood Spear, before because I feel like if I'm just keep on jumping and then not even polishing this one, and then I'll be in trouble. So probably I'm gonna start with the Blood Surge. I'm gonna polish it further, and then down second with the Army of the Dead, and then going with the Blight. Then I will go with the Blood Spear. Probably I may start working on it by Saturday. And plus, I'm still gonna wait what are the updates on the PTR 2.1. So I'm hoping for a better update, and hopefully there are some changes that will improve, especially looking forward to play more efficiently on that the Casamade's Legacy, that wave how do you call it, the wave clap. All right, that's it for me today. So I'll be streaming again tomorrow, continuing on polishing my build planner for the Surge, Army of the Dead, and the Blight. And all right, again, thank you very much for watching, and have a good one. I'll be streaming tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. Have a good one.